Hello, talented people. This is Catrina Frison of Banner Media Group. Today, I want to talk about strategy, and this is for the models. Now, if you have a desire to be any type of model, I encourage you to learn the industry. I mean, really specifically, learn what they do, how it's done, what the process is, and what markets are avail themselves to your type of modeling. It's important for you to educate yourself, even if you are, especially if you are a brand new beginner. It's important for you to learn the industry. Modeling is a business, and you must learn the business side and be as well versed in it as possible. Now, I want to recommend a book to you, and I don't typically in these trainings recommend books, but if you are a brand new person who wants, when I say brand new person, if you are someone who you've never modeled before and you don't know the industry and you want to learn the industry and have basic understanding about what the modeling industry has to offer and the work involved, I do want to recommend a book. This is a book that's been out for a long time. But it is, to me, one of the best books to help you do just that. It's called Wilhelmina Guide to Modeling. And listen, Wilhelmina Agency is one of the top agencies in the world, and they've created a book. When I used to teach modeling classes, I used this book. And it is just phenomenal to me because it gives you the basic understanding of what the industry is about. You can find it on Amazon. Neither Wilhelmina nor Amazon is paying me to promote this. I'm simply saying to you, it's a book I've used, and I think it's a great education for new models. Now, this is the thing I want to also say to you. As you pursue your career in modeling or your interest in modeling, especially if you are a believer, I recommend that you pray. And I recommend that for any artist, no matter what area of entertainment that you find yourself going into, you really want to acknowledge God in all of your ways that He may direct your path. Everybody's journey is different. And He already knows the plans He has for you. He already knows the direction He wants you to go to get to where you're going. But it's important for you to acknowledge Him. And ask. And don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask. Understand. It may not be the thing. It may be the way you go about doing the thing. Understand? So ask Him, is this the platform you have for me? And you want to ask Him for discernment. Discernment is being able to identify truth when you hear it and see it. No matter who's talking, no matter what's happening, you understand what's at play. That is very important in the entertainment industry at large, but certainly in the fashion industry. Now, there are all kinds of modeling. This is the next thing I want you to do. Okay, first learn the industry, then pray, and then know what type of modeling you actually want to participate in. I mean, to name a few, there's commercial, there's editorial, there's runway, there's plus size. I mean, there are numerous types of modeling, and you want to find out the one that fits you, and look at all the different options to see what you're interested in. Then what you also can do is find a local agency that provides training. Now I have a real soft spot for newbies. So this is for you. Find a local agency that provides training. That way you get an opportunity to really learn firsthand the industry, to learn how to walk, to learn how to turn, to learn the language and all of those things. And then, of course, when you are connected to a training camp or a training school, there are various modeling agencies that offer that types of training. It opens you up to the possibility of becoming one of their models. It is not a guarantee, but it does make them familiar with you to be able to advise you on your next steps. If you live in a small town or you live in an area where there is not an agency, right? I encourage you to look for ones in the next largest city to you. because there's still an opportunity. If you can get in your car and drive there an hour or so, then there still may be opportunities for you in that place. So that's my recommendation for you in terms of that. Now, if you want to be seen by top agencies in your country, you need to register for an open call. An open call is an event, it's an opportunity where that top agencies open up to allow people from the public to come in and audition, for them to see you, to meet you, to hear from you, and to decide whether or not you may be a fit for them. And I think one thing that's important is that you do your research. You want to know, if you're going to an open call, you want to know that that agency represents the type of modeling you want to do. You want to find out, the requirements that they have. You want to get details, because just like they're interviewing you, you want to interview them and find out, is this going to be a good fit for me? But I recommend going to open calls just for the experience of learning. It's a learning experience to go through one and to kind of see the inner workings of how agencies recruit. So do that. But you want to be prepared. If you're going to go to an open call, you need to be prepared. You need to be prepared to discuss your interests. What type of modeling are you interested in? You need to be able to communicate that. You need to be able, you need to wear your natural hair, your natural face, and your natural nails. They want to know what you look like, bare. And I'm not saying don't wear any makeup at all, and I'm not saying, but I'm saying they want to know what you look like down to the basics. So don't go in with a bunch of heavy makeup. Don't go in with with like super long nails. Go in as you. Because that's what they want to see. That helps them know the canvas that they're working with. Show confidence, even if you're nervous, because that helps you better communicate who you are and where you want to go. Now, warning. It is typical to pay for training. If there's a model boot camp or a model course or seminar, workshop, whatever, it's typical to pay for those, but you never, NEVER, you never want to pay for representation. Reputable agencies work by commission. So when they book you an opportunity or book you a gig, then they get paid once the client pays for your services out of that money, but you do not pay someone up front to represent you. Please understand that. Please lock that in your brain. The other thing is you want to understand this. And let me say one more thing about that. When it comes to, an agency saying, hey, yes, we'd love to have you. We'd love to sign you. Please, please, please read your contract. Know what it says. Understand what it says and what's required before you sign. Even if you need to get someone else to look at it for you to make sure that you fully understand the requirements, please do so. Do not get so excited about the opportunity that you sign your life away without knowing that you've signed your life away. Understand? Now, understand this also. Modeling is a business. So agencies will invest in those who are willing to represent them well. You understand? So you need to if you are looking to be a top model, because most people, when they're going for things, they go for the top, right? You're looking to be a top model. You need to be able to travel and be comfortable with traveling alone and traveling, with people you don't know. You need to stay fit. You need to be able to not just have someone hound you about being fit. You need to take your fitness very seriously. Your body is your instrument, right? So you got to be fit. You got to be willing to change your hair, because that is a part of the game. You got to be willing to change whatever. You know what I mean? No, I won't say whatever. Your hair, right? And you need to be able to do what it takes to model. It is a job, it is work, and it pays well. But you have to put in the time and effort in which to be successful in it. And that also means being able to take rejection. Everyone won't want to sign you, everyone won't want to book you. Some people will feel like you're too healthy. Some people will say you're too skinny. They'll say you're too this, you're too that, you're too that, you're too that. And you have to be able to stand against the criticism, because again, this is people's opinions. It never let people's opinions define who you are. In fact, always know who you are before going into any area of entertainment. It is important that you do that, because everyone will have opinions about everything that you do once you hit the spotlight. So all of these are, just tips that I want to share with those of you who are interested in modeling. I never aspired to become a model. It happened when I was competing for a pageant, and part of that pageant, the awards from that pageant, ended up being a modeling contract. And I had a great time, more than I anticipated, because, one, I was having fun, I was making money, and, I met some great people in the process. So, I enjoyed my short stint at being a model, and ever since then, I've trained other models, or beginner models, and I enjoy that probably even more, just being able to see my students go on and do great things. So if you are interested in modeling, and you're trying to chart out your journey, and you've got questions about it, what it's like, where do you go from even these instructions that I've given you, visit bannerexcellence.com, sign up for a professional chat. I'd love to talk to you about it and make some recommendations even, because I love fashion, and I enjoy all of my fashion model friends and being able to support them whenever I can. So we'd love to talk to you. If you've got a dream in your heart, definitely visit us at bannerexcellence.com. We'd love to work with you. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.